Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video about a children's trading card game. We are going to be talking about the One Piece Super pre-release today. As of the time of this recording and upload, these will be starting in about 2 weeks, so I'm putting this out there as an informational primer on exactly what this is and how you can get involved. Most locals, from what I've seen, have been putting up your entry tickets for this recently over the last few days, from what I've been seeing. Obviously some of them sold out months ago, but I figured, no one's actually really going to be looking besides diehards until around now, so I wanted to make this for you guys. I also want to let you know to keep an eye out for a video coming in the very near future where I'm going to be going over my recommendations for which deck to play, which I believe is the strongest and which is most likely to allow you to win the entire event. And in this video, I'm basically going to be talking about exactly why you'd want to do that. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. With the Super pre-release event. So this is going to be happening between September the 30th and October the 6th of this year. So this is going to be your opportunity to get limited edition products and singular prize. Oh, Bandai. This is going to be taking place at all sorts of participating stores. If your store sells Digimon or Dragon Ball Super, you can have pretty good odds that they are going to be doing the Super pre-release. Players must purchase at least one of the Super pre-release versions of the starter deck to participate, but you can only purchase up to one of each type. But you can purchase up to one of each type. So depending on the number of players, you're going to be able to buy a certain amount. Though from what I've seen, stores seem to be interested in maximizing the number of people who can play. So you might not be able to get one of each. So it might be in your interest to sign up to multiple. Certainly, that's what I'd recommend. As we'll talk about why. So you're going to be getting exclusive leader card illustration and a first edition gold stamp. And I will show you what that looks like very shortly. The regular edition is going to be released in a little bit, which is going to have different illustrations. But it is, other than that, it is exactly the same starter deck. There's no exclusive cards or anything. It's just a alt art, which I think is the correct way to do this. So let's talk about the promo. If you win, you're going to be getting this exclusive promo card in, I believe, silver, not gold or I read something somewhere. Silver foil version. So not sure why this looks like this since it's saying it's silver foil, but there we go. So how good is this card? Well, it's the 6 cost 7k power Luffy, Don to gain rush. And it's Supernova and a Straw Hat crew. So the Supernova Straw Hat crew traits there are very useful. This means it can be searched with Nami and Jewelry Bonnie. 7k means it dodges a lot of the removal in the format. It's as well as 6-drop. So it's dodging a lot of the really easy removal that exists, though obviously it is still susceptible to things like the Otama jet pistol, though your opponent probably isn't going to waste that combo on this. And Don 2 obviously means it's going to be a 9k rusher. What are the weaknesses? Yes, a 9k rusher is not bad. The problem is it can be very easily dealt with by a small blocker. This doesn't stop cards blocking, and it is a little bit expensive, and arguably if you're going to be investing essentially 8 cost into this card anyway, I would question why you're not just playing Shanks at that point, because Shanks is just a base 10k for only one more, and I feel like I would rather do that at that point. So yeah, personally I don't think this promo is particularly good. However, it is a exclusive promo, and and I think it's for that reason it's going to, especially the winner versions, are going to have really strong resale value because it's fundamentally going to be a collector's market for all these cards, as well as it being Luffy. So that's it's got that going for it. For participation, you are going to get the normal version of this card, which you can see looks significantly worse than the winner version. Of course, the winner version looks really, really nice and is a little zoomed out and rotated. But you're also going to be getting this promo pack, and I think this is something which I really do want to talk about. So within this promo pack, you can see you're actually going to be getting that same promo. So you can see this is a different art version, so you're going to get a participation version of this promo that's different from this one. So you're actually going to be getting 2 of these. Then you're also going to get a copy of I Smell Adventure Ahead. This card is basically a reload from Yu-Gi-Oh! It has seen 0 play in Japan. You're going to be getting this copy of, you're going to get this promo of Crocodile. This has seen a little bit of play in Japan at the start of the format, but it's very quickly fallen off. Doesn't seem to be anything too good. This 7-drop Kaido, this also has not been seeing any real play in Japan after the first set released. However, the one card that has been seeing a bit of play is this promo Kid. And this is a 3-drop kid with Don X2 to gain double attack. And this is really good because it synergizes with pretty much every single restander that green has available, which is going to let you really apply some strong pressure. However, this card has also fallen off quite hard in Japan in the recent weeks, and that's because the game has shifted away from really trying to do this very strong aggro push and trying to combo it, and just being a far more like drawn out, considered, build up a board and win through attrition sort of game. The mentality seems to have shifted, and as a result, this card has just basically gotten worse. And it's also very, very easy to remove. You kind of get to use it once, so you have to like set up a combo, and then it gets worse like the later in the game it gets, and it's just a whole thing. On some level, I would question why you would play this card when instead you could simply pay 3, swing with your leader kid, and then swing with the leader kid, pay 3, just pitch a card, so you're losing a card from your hand either way, and then just swing again. This doesn't have rush, so you have to play it the turn before. It's susceptible to almost every form of removal in the game, especially with how prevalent Robin is. That's a real issue, and there's lots of 3-drop removal as well. So overall this card reads like it's very strong, but it has a lot of weaknesses, and with the way the metagame in Japan is at the moment, those weaknesses are very, very bad. But this is the card with the most potential. Going into the future, I could see it being really good. So I would still recommend you have a playset if you are collecting green, or if you're looking to just have a full set of all the cards. This is one of those ones you are going to want to pick up. And I also think I should point out that the prices for this guy are going to be hella inflated during the super pre-release season, because it is a very good inclusion in the starter deck only format, and for some reason as well, like, people just want to get all this stuff early. We don't know if this is ever going to get a reprint as well, so take that as you will. It is possible that this does be really good in the future, and then these are the only copies out there. Bandai is known to make promos really good. This is like a problem Bandai has, where they'll just print really good cards as promos. So, this is, in my opinion, the real reason you're going to the super pre-release. It's to get a copy of this card, because I'm pretty sure this card alone is going to be selling for well over the price of admission. But that being said, that is everything about the super pre-release in terms of the information. Let's now go to the alt art leaders. So essentially, this is what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting your super first edition pre-release starter deck, which you can see is actually in a very, very compact packaging, which I quite like. And then you can see here is the alt art version of the leader. You can see it says super pre-release in gold text there, and the art on the card is very different. And then over here you can see sort of wheeled out are the remainder of the cards, which we can see some of here, and you can see these are all exactly the same as their normal starter deck counterparts, with the one difference that they all have stamped onto them super pre-release. Is this really going to matter going into the future? No. Unless you are a massive rarity whore, and even then, especially the Straw Hat Luffy deck, it's not going to matter, because there are already in Japan about 4 different versions of like a lot of the best cards. So I wouldn't stress about this one. These are just the ones that the official account has posted so far. We can see here the kid, and then what the kid deck looks like. But thankfully, earlier, they did actually show this off at a convention. So what I can do here is I can show you all of the artworks on Reddit. So this is, here it is. This is Luffy. Then we have got Kid. Then we have got Crocodile, and then we have got Kaido. Now, I would say of these leaders, the best one is probably going to be Purple Kaido or Green Kid in terms of just generic play. I'm not saying in the context of the actual Super Pre-release. These are the ones that are seeing the most play at the moment in Japan, followed by Blue Croc, and then the worst of them by quite a considerable margin is Red Luffy, though I think Red Luffy is a really, really good leader. So with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do look out for that video where I will be going over all of the Super Pre-release decks and discussing which one you should be playing. Which is going to help you win, help you get that promo. Unfortunately, it does seem like the Super Pre-release is just going to be a way to, get really good trade bait or just make some money, because it seems like it's really just appealing to collectors more than actual players. So I will also say, don't be too broken up if you can't attend. I don't know if I'm even going to bother. You know, the ones in London, from what I've seen, have sold out. There are some I can go to, which are like an hour away. I don't even know if it's worth the hour trek, to be honest. So just bear in mind, I personally don't think the Super Pre-release is anything incredible. However, I will say it's leagues better than the Digimon one, because that was a release of the main set, and that was a total shit show. This is just the starter decks, so we can wait until the main release in December to really start playing. But that is enough rambling. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.